the 2K Sports pregame show.
Early season's greetings, NBA fans. I'm Ernie Johnson. Thanks for joining us. Got Shaquille O'Neal here. Got Kenny the Jet Smith here for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Moments away, it'll be the Chicago Bulls going up against the Minnesota Timberwolves. Well, for Minnesota, it hasn't been the most lively start to the season for them, just 1-3 through their first 4 games. But they can start things moving in the right direction with a win here tonight. Fellas, it seems like so much goes into being successful at the professional level. I want to ask a more general question. What was the key to your success as a player and as a champion?
You know what? Most people would say you would start at the top, but I'll start where it began. Wilmot Benjamin, Tom Donahue, coaches who've helped me at my AAU, early stages out, then going to the late grade.
Welcome, basketball fans, to a very special Veterans Day edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And joining us in a bit later from the sidelines, Doris Burke. The Chicago Bulls here to defend the home court, playing host to the Western Conference. This, their first chance to take a look at Minnesota this season. In the 2 meetings last year, they came away with wins, never losing.
And in a conference game here, just a 2-game season series.
Yeah, you know, you want to make every game count. Take care of business and give yourself a chance to sweep.
And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Ricky Rubio is out there with Gary Neal. Then there's Towns. Then it's John Lure. And it's Wiggins in at the 3 spot. Now here's Freak. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. Fires the 3. Rubio with the rebound. Minnesota with the ball. They are coming off that win against Atlanta.
A lot of firepower coming off the bench in that game really allowed them to escape with victory.
I thought the bench was the X factor for them. You can't rely on that kind of scoring coming from the reserves every game. But when it shows up, it's a nice weapon.
That's the 3rd straight miss to start this game, and they're still looking for their first basket.
To the middle. Here's Wiggins. That's in, coming off an assist from Rubio. Wiggins has got his first bucket of the night. Chicago has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Freak passes to Portis. Dang kicks to Freak. There's a screen. Shot clock at 5. Gets the 14-footer to fall.
And, you know, it took them a while to get going, but they finally connected now on their 4th shot of the game.
Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Rubio dishes to Towns. Puts up the baby hook. Chicago grabs the miss. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Nuggets.
And nothing to be ashamed about in that game. It was a great effort, I thought, all around. They just needed to have 1 or 2 breaks go their way.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you know, both teams I thought played well enough to win the ball game, and yet it doesn't work out that way. There are no ties, so unfortunately they were the ones who came up short.
And it's Wiggins missing.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Dang gets a wide open look, and he's good on the 3 ball.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Guys, I had a chance to catch up with the Minnesota Timberwolves head coach. One player he said he's worried about in this game is Pau Gasol. He said with his length and touch, it's really hard to bother that shot. We're going to try to be physical with him, body him up early, and deny him position. And guys, that's what a lot of teams try with Gasol. Force him to really battle through contact. We'll see how it works.
And thank you for that, Doris. So it's Minnesota now. The Bulls getting the bucket. Here's Towns, rejected by Gasol, and he's able to get it back. To end the run, Wiggins drives in, and the layup is up and in.
I tell you what, guys, it's going to be a tough day on this defense if he's got the A game rolling tonight.
Butler kicks to Freak. Pass to Portis. Here's Dang. Can't hit. The Timberwolves go the other way with it. Rubio outside. Wiggins with it. He picked up 15 points in their last win against Atlanta. From outside the arc. Rebound by Butler. Chicago leading. And a wide open look for Freak. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Wiggins drives in. Good. Wiggins has got 6.
What handles? He broke the D down to the ground with that move.
The Bulls have gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. And Freak gets it to go on the assist by Butler.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's key to this run. Passing it with purpose. The D hasn't been able to keep up.
So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group. So at Chicago now, it's a three-point game. Freak in at shooting guard. Noah is out there at Mirotic. Then it's Rose, and it's McDermott in at the small forward position. That's the Bulls 5 as we get into the second quarter. And it's good. Zhang's got the opening field goal of the second quarter for Minnesota. Over to the left wing. Puts up a 3. Mirotic gets the bucket. Mirotic has got the lead up to 4 now for the Bulls.
Those are starting to add up. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 of them have been three-pointers.
And clearly it's about how poorly the defense has played. They've got to close out faster.
Shots good by Turner.
Check out these handles. That's rush hour handle. Not midday, not early morning. That's rush hour handle. That nasty spin just froze the defender.
McDermott with it. Picked up by Turner. Rose passes to Freak. Noah dishes to Mirotic. Good, and a nice assist from Noah. Mirotic has got 5 points in the quarter.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
Chicago making some changes. Pau Gasol's checked in for Noah. Portis comes in for Mirotic. And it's Dang in for McDermott. John Lure, he's checked in for Minnesota.
Well, as far as the league's big men go, he's one of the very best at the foul line.
Well, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Rubio with it. And Rose picks him up defensively. Here's Neal. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. And that is good.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
On the wing, Dang. This all setting the pick for Dang. It's Freak, top of the key. The shot is off. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way.
He hit a 3 in the first, but so far has been unable to capitalize here in this quarter.
Towns, no luck.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Rose, no good. Minnesota's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Minnesota.
Well, they've come out of that locker room with the hot hand. Those jumpers have been falling for them.
And also, they've gotten the three-pointer to fall tonight as well. That's equally as important.
No good on the second free throw. Chicago trailing here. Okay, well, let's check in with Doris Burke reporting from our sideline in this game. Doris, take it away.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Nuggets delivered quite a performance. He finished with 19 points and stuffed the stat sheet with a double-double. A standout effort all around. It was a great contribution from someone who is considered a bit more of a role player on his team.
Thanks, Doris. He had a heck of an outing that night, GA.
Yeah, he really did, Kevin. I mean, a very professional performance. Played hard every single second he was on the court.
Guys, that's what we expect from him, and he rarely lets us down, and he certainly didn't let us down that night.
Well, a chance to check out Evan Turner, how he did last season. Put up about 10.
Give him a hand. Come on, Chicago.
And some pretty good numbers, guys. He's certainly making a contribution.
Better than expected. He still has a ways to go, but I like what I'm seeing right now.
Poked away to the left wing. Here's Freak, and he's finally able to knock one down. Freak's got his third bucket of the night. Minnesota in the lead. And in front of you now is a list of the players with the highest shooting percentage last season. 5th, Karl Anthony Towns.
You know, nobody said this guy couldn't miss last season, and because he was such a good percentage shooter, one of the best in the league, his teammates always were looking for him.
Chicago on defense. And Lure kicks to Neal. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shot, high post. And the shot falls short this time. The Bulls have gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
I was able to listen in on what Chicago's coach was going over with his team. He said their plan was run their offense through Freak. Coach has a lot of faith in him offensively and let his players know it, insisting that he be at the forefront of what they do at that end of the court from here on out. Well, Coach not wasting any time in tweaking the game plan. We'll see if it makes a difference as we approach halftime, Kevin.
Great. Thanks for the report, Doris. From beyond the arc and then some. Freak's got 10. 1:58 left now here in the second. Inside. And here we go. Fast break. Freak's got it. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. Ricky Rubio picks one up.
So far in the game for Freak, 10 points, and he's done a little bit of work behind the arc. He's got a pair of three-pointers.
And you know what? The defenders have that in the back of their minds now. They'll be on him a little tighter.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Aaron Baines comes in for Pau Gasol. And it's Jimmy Butler coming in for Luol Deng. And then for Minnesota, Nikola Pekovic is checked in for Towns. Wiggins comes in for Gary Neal. And it's Tyler Johnson in for Ricky Rubio. And stolen by Wiggins. Drops in the breakaway layup. Wiggins has got the game tied up here for the Timberwolves.
And you can see the importance of that steal. I mean, really a 4-point turnaround with the conversion at the other end right there.
Yeah, the importance of the defense there instead of giving up the buckets.
And the first half comes to a...
Kevin, I'm here with Rick.
And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first 2 quarters. Freak really making a difference here.
Yeah, and the numbers don't jump out at you, but the impact on the game sure does.
Trust me, he's getting it done. Even though the numbers may not reflect it, this guy's making it happen.
On the court for Minnesota, they've got Andrew Wiggins. Gary Neal is out there with Ricky Rubio. Then there's Towns, and it's Lure in at the 4. This game has a lot of character here in the third period.
Yeah, you know what, guys? I love seeing this type of action, a competitive, compelling matchup. A lot of lead changes here so far.
Yeah, 6 already. Intensity is the theme for this one.
Rubio outside. There's the pass to Wiggins. 11 feet away. Chicago grabs the miss. Gasol's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Portis can't get it to go.
Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how you protect the rim.
And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession.
And you know what? Just a little too much heat on that pass for him to come up with the steal.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, that was going to be a tough catch for either one of them.
Here's Rubio. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far.
And surprisingly, a firm throwdown. And that's a little bit out of character, Kevin.
It is, Greg. You're right. He's got plenty of size to attack the basket, but Clark rarely does.
Well, he certainly attacked it that time, Kevin. I mean, that's what they want to see more from him.
And a wide open look here for Wiggins. And another three for Minnesota.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Dang kicks to Freak. Here's Portis. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Give credit where credit is due right there. A terrific assist.
Now, here's Rubio. Defense right on him. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. Chicago making a switch here. McDermott's checked in. Freak passes to Gasol. To the middle. Count that one, and the Minnesota lead has been cut down to 3 on the bucket from Freak.
That's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle much more effectively.
You just cannot allow the offense to have that quality of a look each and every possession.
Here's Gasol. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
If you give him an inch of space, he's going to make you pay.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Freak dishes to Butler. To the paint. Freak hits to Gasol. It's deflected. Wiggins outside. They get it back. Bulls trail by 3. Butler at the elbow. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
Chicago shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. There's 47 seconds left in the 3rd. Dishes it to Wiggins. Baseline try. Chicago grabs the miss. Freak kicks to Dang. Here's Freak. Good, and a nice assist from Noah. Noah's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Timberwolves trail by 7. Jang a screen, and it's Turner off the drive, off the pick. That one rolling around and rims out.
And with room like that off the pick, you have got to knock that one down.
Well, you know, they did everything right, Greg. They executed. All you want is a good look at the basket. Sometimes the shots just don't fall.
And so it looks like the Bulls will retain possession here. Here's Freak. And Turner with the block. The Bulls have gone 2 of 4 at the free throw line. A free throw off from Joakim Noah. And the final period of play just about to start. Freak in at point guard. Dang out there with Portis. Then it's Rose. And it's Gasol. And at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Bulls.
So far, they've turned in a fantastic performance from the three-point line. It's been a weapon all game.
And I also love the way they move the basketball. Their passing has been outstanding here in the second half.
Jimmy Butler, he's checked in for the Bulls. Inside, it's stolen by Johnson. And now the Timberwolves on the break. He kicks to Lure. Uncovered and right on target. Good. The Bulls leading by 6. To the paint. That's good from Gasol on the assist by Freak.
And that's almost automatic anytime he can get the ball in that position.
Down low, here's Pekovic. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
Tell you what, Kevin, they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
Clark, that deficit will go away quickly if he does.
And how about how he capped that one out? Almost like the 1-2 punch. Such a strong finisher on the fast break.
And, Greg, I love the fact he's always in control. Even though he's going at breakneck speed, he still maintains his body control.
Pass to Bordas. Down low. Freak. And it's blocked. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Pekovic. Mirotic is checked in for Chicago. Timberwolves also changing it up. Towns comes in for Nikola Pekovic. And Ricky Rubio subbed in for Johnson. It's stolen. Here's Neal. Some solid defense from Butler.
The D did a nice job of sticking with him there after he made a pretty good move.
Fires from the corner. Yep, right through the net. And that's now 20 points for Freak. Timberwolves trail by 6. And here's Rubio. Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. They double in with Freak. Towns, the pass to Rubio. 6 on the shot clock, and it's Wiggins missing.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
Good. And now it's an 8-point Bulls lead.
You know, his ability is matched only by his energy, guys. I mean, he's usually in the middle of everything for his team.
There's the screen. To the left wing. Back to Rubio. Here's Neal. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist. Rubio's got 4 assists in the game.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hand. Many open looks like that.
And so here is Chicago, and they're off to Philadelphia after this game as they'll take on the 76ers. That will be a getaway game for them, a 1-game road trip.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
He hits the second from the line. Timberwolves trail by 7. Count that one.
Yeah, that's careless defense, though. I mean, he's one player you can ill afford to let run free. He just loves to be a money player in the fourth quarter.
And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. That's good.
How about the inbound pass there? Easy bucket.
Minnesota's gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Well, Kevin, during that break, Minnesota's head coach had some words for his team. He told his guys, I know we can do this, fellas. Let's maximize every possession and get after it. And just watch. Things will go our way. Kevin?
There's the dish to Towns. And the layup falls.
Key buckets, and we know he delivers down the stretch.
Outside Butler. Here's Freak. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Rubio against Butler. Here's Neal. And it comes off the front of the rim.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
The shot by Butler, nobody around. He drains the quick shot. Butler's got 4 points now in the quarter. Timberwolves trail by 7. Inside, here's Towns, and 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. They get Paul Gasol. The free throw drops for Towns. Luol Deng is checked in for Mirotic. And Towns drops them both.
He's really the guy you want on the stripe in that situation. I mean, there's no doubt about it. He's clutch.
Pass to Portis. Kicks to Freak. He feeds it to Deng. He dishes it to Freak. And the Bulls, another 3.
He's putting on a commanding performance here. He's hit 2 3-pointers in each half now.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing. Spacing.
And Neal kicks to Lewis. Neal dishes to Rubio. Timberwolves passing it around. Now here's Towns. He's covered by Deng. Towns, no luck.
Boy, I tell you what, the complexion of this game would be completely different if he shot the ball anything like he's capable of.
Wiggins drives in. Butler against Wiggins. Butler passes to Freak. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Timberwolves trail by 8. Rubio outside. And Towns the bucket on the assist by Rubio. And it's 8 points for Karl Anthony Towns. The Bulls have gone 6 of 9 on their field goal attempts since the start of the 4th quarter. Freak kicks to Deng. It's tipped.
Well, the clock has become their worst enemy.
Not a friend anymore. They've got to work quickly from here.
And you can just see he's a different player since coming back from halftime.
Now the Bulls with it. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Gasol dishes to Butler. The feed to Freak. And again, Chicago. No good.
No time to spare. They need a bucket.
Without question. Then maybe a steal or a foul to get the clock stopped as well.
Yeah, showing some strength in the paint there. Tough rebound.
And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
Yeah, they have to extend the game. I mean, plain and simple. Use every second you can on the clock here.
And the second free throw, no good. A tough break there.
Freak, you're the guy. So good screens, tight passes now. We need to get the look. Execute. Let's put him away.
"17 seconds left to play here in the 4th.
Clutch shot right there. That could be the difference maker.
Indeed, it might be a big, huge moment in this game right there.
They're going to prolong the game here with an intentional foul. First free throw is good, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 4-point ball game.
And you can wrap this one up. Great job to stay cool at the line and finish it off.
A three-pointer, Wiggins. It's hauled in by the Bulls. And here we go. Fast break. Freak's got it. And an intentional foul there stops the clock. Good on the first, and that puts them up by 5. So he gets them both, and it's a 6-point ball game. And so it's Chicago winning this one. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but Clark, a win nonetheless.
Yeah, and it appeared to me as though the fans gave them the emotional boost they needed down the stretch, Kevin. This crowd is not going to let this one.
Joe Kim, plenty.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we get a chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Freak. And Shaq, I can tell you want to say something. Your comments?
They were riding a 2-game losing streak coming to this game and could not afford to drop 3 in a row. He rose to the occasion for them tonight. Big time. They needed this sort of performance for him. He took his game up a few notches. Love it, Ernie.
They asked an awful lot from him tonight offensively, and he delivered. When they needed a big bucket, he was the guy they turned to, and he delivered, like I said.
And that'll do it for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Hope you enjoyed the show. From myself, Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, have a wonderful evening.